What do we have today? Where is our story coming from? People are anxious. They want to already hear.
The ears are already itching. Upon entering the house, only to find a man on top of my wife naked.
Yo! It's a no-go zone. This is your program, the program for the people. Subscribe, and hit the notification button so that you must not miss a single episode.
What should I do to convince my boyfriend that I am not cheating?
We will answer it. We will just it.
Yes.
Whatever comes on this desk is done. Your relationship will begin to move.
Yeah.
Your relationship will begin to walk.
Yes.
Your relationship begin to live again.
His Uncle C and
The C. The big C. Hey, welcome to this explosive episode for today. And I want to tell you that today is I don't know. This is very. The story for today is very heartbreaking. What do you think?
Yeah, it is.
It is very breaking.
Yeah,
heartbreaking.
Yeah. Heartbreaking.
Very breaking. So before we share with you from the episode for today that is heartbreaking, I just want to take this time to thank you, our viewers, those who are following us, those who are supporting us. When I was following the comment from our viewers, there was this woman, a young woman. She said to it that she actually learned a lot from what we are doing here.
Wow,
I'm telling
amazing.
you, I was so impressed. You understand? Then I noticed that actually our program, it's important.
It's
to
important.
people out
It
there.
touches many
You understand?
people.
We might think to that it's not important, but some people appreciate it.
That's good.
You understand? So there is a reason for us really to be sitting here and do this.
Yes.
You understand? I was very much impressed. Very much impressed. So my friends and our follower there, please, subscribe, hit the notification button if you are just new. You haven't yet, subscribe. Just do that favor for us. It's for us and for you. It's not for us. You are not doing it for us. You are doing it for yourself so that you must not miss a single episode. Huh? Yeah. Yes. So today we have, I don't want to waste much of our time. This is a heartbreaking, episode. That we are is before us, and people, they are already anxious to hear what are these guys talking about. We are putting them under suspense now as we speak. Do you understand? Yes. So
their ears are ready to hear.
So now, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Are you excited?
Very excited.
Okay.
Always. This is our people's show.
This is people's show. So we have to enjoy it.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So now, what do we have today from the Nkwana? The Nkwana of stories. What do we have today?
Okay, today we have a very sad story. It says, "Hi, Uncle C.
Hi.
I am writing to you as a divorced woman.
Wow.
After years I wasted with my ex-husband. This is what happened. One time I brought in my sister to stay with me and my husband in town. Little did I know that my husband of all people will end up having a secret affair that ended up in pregnanting my sister.
Wow. Really?
My own sister.
Her own sister.
Before my very eyes.
Really?
Without noticing that affair.
Woo.
When I noticed the pregnancy, I asked her several times, but she never cracked even a bit to tell me who pregnanted her. I told my husband, who appeared not shocked but troubled. He never asked her in my presence. My husband bought everything for the baby. My husband and I supported her. We supported her while also pressing to know the father. One day my sister confessed to me that my husband was the father of the baby.
Really?
And I am the one who told him to sleep with her.
What?
Since I am not giving him a baby for years of our marriage. Hey. That is what my husband told her, and that I am barren. Wow. It will be better if he does it with my sister than another distant woman. I can't remember telling my husband that, even in my dreams. I was left breathless, of course. And I could not believe it. I thought she just wanted me to stop bothering her.
Really?
When my husband confirmed it, I cannot explain how I felt. I wished I was dead.
Wow.
Right away,
Wow,
I filed a divorce. I chased him out of the house and my sister at once. I could not stand their presence.
I can see.
Was that a right thing to do, Uncle C?
Whew. What
Wow.
a question.
It has just torn my heart into
Man.
pieces.
What is this? Some
These
people have
words,
no shame.
They have no shame, of
They have
course.
no heart in it.
Heartless.
They have no spine in it.
They are
They have no
fearless.
brain in it. Woo!
Wow.
Really?
This is so shocking.
So the husband went after the sister.
Imagine.
And the sister did not even resist. Or she resisted, but she did not maintain her resistance. And she just gave in. I don't know how it feels, whenever she used to see her sister laughing with her,
Imagine.
coming there, calling her sister.
And no wonder she
let's
shook.
do like this. Just that betrayal. You cannot just believe
Yeah,
it.
you can't.
No wonder she was thinking that, she's just joking. This confession was just a joke. And to tell her that, don't ask me money
more,
questions. I might not know the father of the kid. Do you understand? So don't bother me. Do you understand? But it tended to be true.
To be reality.
Ha!
The story for today, our viewers.
Hey!
So,
Where do we even start? So what do you think there are certain things that we have to follow here. First of all, let's thank this sister who wrote to us.
Yeah.
This is a story that I don't know, maybe she have just shared with us.
Yeah.
Because it's a very difficult story to
it-
share.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So she had just shared with us, so she shared with a very close friend.
Yeah.
And whosoever, the way I see here, she shared his story with you. I don't think he was able to give, or she was able to give the advice that she might find our on her table.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So we are going to break it in pieces. We are going to break it so that
Yeah.
these things like this should not repeat themselves in the history of
Yes.
Namibia.
Yes.
Do you understand? Or
course.
any other part of this world.
Yes.
Wherever there is human being who are related to each other, this should not happen.
Yes.
It is an abomination.
Yes, of course.
Let's now break it. So this woman, she brought in a sister. Stay with us and my husband. Do you understand? Here in town. Do you understand? But the husband turned her against the sister. Do you understand? And as we go there, ending even pregnant. So this guy,
Imagine.
he didn't even know that he will pregnant the person.
He knew.
Even the girl, she didn't know that guy will pregnant me. The day will pregnant me, my sister will know about it. All because maybe she got her strength from the story that the husband told her that it was a sister who initiated the genocide. Eh? So maybe she got the strength like that, but why she did not ask the
What
sister that,
kind
no, your
of-
husband came to me and tell me like
Exactly.
this.
How
Are
can
you sure?
How can you believe such a story?
Exactly. Do you
She was
understand?
supposed to come to the sister and say, Sissy, this is the story that I'm hearing. Is
Yes.
it true or not?
Exactly.
Yeah, that was going to...
But maybe she shied, because story like this, we can just hear it in the Bible.
Ah.
Where, Sarah decided to give Abraham the maid because she was barren. So this is a story that is similar to it.
Yes.
Do you understand? But in the story of Abraham, even Sarah agrees that she's the one who initiated the whole story. But in this story, the woman here, the wife, say, I don't even think.
Not even in her dreams.
Not even her dream, she remember telling the husband of such a thing.
No woman could tell this, to be honest.
Are you sure women cannot do this? They cannot do this if she really believes that she's barren. Do you think she will not tell because as women, women are always concerned when they are when they don't, give children. Do you understand? Most of the time they blame themselves. They think it's them, it's not the husband. Do you understand? And always they will do whatever it takes to keep the husband, around. And the most thing that they normally do is to make sure that they give the husband a child. But in case where the child is not just coming, and they are feeling that pressure to say to it that no, you not only the pressure from herself, but the pressure from the family.
Yeah.
You understand? You know the mindset, the traditional grown mindset that whatever happens if there's no baby, it's a woman. You understand? So her, it can be true.
Yeah,
we don't know if but she did not confirm that she's really barren here. You understand? But under that pressure, you think a woman cannot say, don't cheat me with another person from far. But if you do it, my sister, it will be much better, because this is my own sister, and the baby who is going to be born is still my child also. Do you think a woman cannot go to that extent?
A woman cannot go to that extent of telling the husband that you can just go close by to my sister, but she will prefer her telling the sister. If there's something like that, she would rather my husband, the sister, or any family member, and then her, in her presence, she'll say, okay, this is the problem that we have in a relationship or in the marriage. So from my side, I'll prefer my husband not going out there, but just to go somewhere close by to my sister, because I know this will be my nephew and my niece. Not just to tell the husband that, please do it on my behalf. No, that is impossible.
Really? Really? So you don't think to it that, the idea of bringing the sister, don't you think to it that it was a setup, or it had just happened, it was just a coincidence that the sister just came on the wrong time?
No, it was just a coincidence.
Really?
Yes, because when you are in town, you feel, you can see she was alone. So she just needed company.
Okay.
Now let me just tell my sister to come. So when she's helping me in the house, we are living together, I also help her. We just always do like that in families.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is just what happened without realizing or noticing that something will happen behind her back. So I don't see any intention that was here.
Okay.
She just brought a sister so they can stay. So the husband is the one who has a problem.
Really?
Yes.
Whew. Our viewer, this is a burning topic. This letter, I think, is one of its kind. From the letter that we received last time about the person who wanted to spare them, this one is the second.
Yeah.
It's a genocide.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So our viewer, a sister who was married, brought in a younger sister to come and stay with them. This is the obvious thing that we see today in town. Yeah. It's normal. Do you understand? Sometimes a sister can come for schooling. It's time she can just come to help you. Always things are just happening like this. It's normal. And it's good to do like that. Do you understand? Exactly. But in this case, we find with that, the sister ended up having, the younger sister ended up having a relationship with the husband of the sister who brought her from the village to town. Do you understand? It not just ended there. It ended up pregnating. That resulted in a baby that was born in that house. How do we explain this? How do you justify this mistake? So, as I said, the remaining part of all the story is yours. Please, as we are debating here, you must already starting to put your own, opinion already in press, so that you can share with us also, and share with the meme who just wrote to us. But now let's look at it critically. I just want to say to it that this is a very sorrowful situation. It's a very sorrowful situation, and the situation, and it's happening to a close. These are blood sisters.
They are.
Do you understand? They are very blood sisters. As I said earlier, that what I don't understand. People of today, we do not have a heart. We do not have a spine. We do not have. What kind of a person who can go to an extent of destroying, her own sister's marriage?
Imagine.
That is selfish. That is greedy. Do you understand? So, what are we going to tell this woman? What are we going to advise her? What are we going to?
This is tough.
It's tough.
This is tough because you don't just understand that where were these people meeting in the first place?
I assume that what was happening is that when the wife,
Goes to work.
some of the wives, they sleep too much. It's snoring. The husband is trying as if he's going to the toilet and he go to the next room. Because you are fast asleep, it can also happen that way. The other thing is that he can always come in the afternoon when the two of them goes to work. And if this girl, she used to be at home, she was not studying, she was not doing anything, he will always come during that time. It will be just lunchtime where something quick will happen. And he comes back to work again, just like that. And in the evening, because, I don't know, I'm just thinking how you have asked a very good question. At what time was this thing happening? So I'm just trying to put it into my own reasoning to say to it that it can happen between those two periods. Do you understand? Or if the wife maybe happened to be, okay, I'm going to the village just to visit somebody, and she happened to leave the sister behind. It can still also happen in such fashion. Do you understand? So we don't know. Do you understand? Because the woman said she's also confused. She cannot even take, she never suspected anything. Do you understand? She never suspected anything to say, do you understand? No. Things happened in very normal. Do you understand? So it just happened. It just happened. So I just want to say to it that, behavior like this, they cannot be entertained. Even if this woman, she was not actually sister, she was just a maid. You cannot do that.
Yes.
You cannot do that. Do you understand? Exactly. And also the husband, the Bible also in some of the verses, it said that nobody has a right to see the nakedness of another man. Another man, is it what? Another woman's husband. Do you understand? Vice versa. That's how it says. Do you understand? But this woman, she did not even have that fear to say to it that now my husband or the husband of my wife, of my sister, you understand, or the husband of my sister, he's going to trip himself naked before me, the younger sister. That is an abomination. Do you understand? This is entirely wrong. There's no excuse about it. There's no justification about it. Even her anger is very justified.
Yeah, it is.
It's very justified. There's no way that how can you handle yourself in a situation like this?
It's very difficult, like we see here that after the girl has said, could not reveal the father of the child. So the husband went forth in buying all the things that were necessary for the baby.
Yes.
I can just imagine as a woman that the wife thought, oh, my husband is so kind.
Yes,
Imagine.
that's the point.
She thought he's so kind that at least in the absence of the father, he is able to provide.
Yes.
And imagine, she thought, and all things are happening because of me, who is the sister to this lady. Not knowing, just imagine later after she realized that this was a betrayal. All this that she thought were happening because of her were just happening because the girl deserved it.
Yeah, exactly,
Just imagine how painful it is. So now that's why she's asking, was that the right thing to do, to divorce the husband? To me, I think it was a right thing to do. Even if it was in my case, I'll just definitely file a divorce.
So now where do you put the room of forgiveness there? So there are issues that are above the line of forgiveness, or it was just too much to handle. When it's just too much, there's no point of return. What are you telling our viewers there? There's no point of return. When you are just pissed off, you are just pissed off.
No, when you are pissed off, there is forgiveness is always there, but some instances you just feel so betrayed.
Yeah.
So you just take instant decision.
Exactly.
Yeah. So in my case, I don't see or I don't blame the woman of doing what she did. It was the right thing to do because, to be honest, your own sister, your own blood sister. Let's talk about people out there who do not even know us.
Yeah.
When they come to betray you, you'll feel like you'll not feel that heartbroken. Unlike a sister that I'm going to take my little sister to come and stay with us, you can do that for us. Was that your plan to come take over my space? Was that your plan to come take over my marriage? So that is why I think the lady did the right thing of divorcing. Let them go. Now they have a child. Let them go and see for themselves.
Okay. Okay. So now a family member is not someone whom you can just say get out. Do you understand? Whether he goes or stays or she stays, you are still related to that person. So now, in this case, does this mean to it that even the relationship of a sister, it just ended right there? Or what is all about? Because that's what I'm looking at here. Do you understand? Because we want to go for us to answer this question accurately, only if we go to the human part of a human being. Do you understand? And to the other part, when a human being is offended. Do you understand? What is what? Do you understand?
Yeah.
But we must understand that whatever that has happened here, this young girl, she's still a sister to the person speaking here. Do you understand?
That will never change.
Yeah, it cannot change that. She's still a sister.
Yeah,
Do you understand?
remain a
Yes, no matter how much angry she is, she was supposed to also to have considered it. To that this girl, she is still my sister. Do you understand? So for me, I feel like instead of divorcing right away and chasing them right away, I think she was supposed to have, I think what we call giving each other chance with the husband and the sister. Maybe she could have just told the sister that for now, please go home. Go home wherever you came from. Then me and my husband, let's try to resolve this. Do you understand? Or for now, go home and you, my husband, also get away. At the right time, I think we have to sit upon this issue and see what is the way forward. Than just to call it a short right now. Because when a person says a divorce, it was not an issue of just get out of the house. This was actually a divorce. We don't know if these people, they married through, in community or they married through the magistrate or whatsoever.
In community, because it says that she chased him out of the house.
Yes.
So I think it was in. But again, when you file a divorce, you lose.
Yeah? No, you don't lose it. It depends on the circumstances that are there. In this case, a woman was offended. She had the right, a justified reason to divorce. Do you understand? You know also what the Bible says. Do you understand? No man should put away his wife or his husband. In exception of what? Adultery. So in this one, adultery has been committed. Do you understand? So if you file a divorce in this manner, it is reasonable that the court will buy it.
Okay.
There is a reason. Do you understand? That you have broken the vows, because the judge will follow the fact that you have broken the vows. So when you break the vows, then it means you are outside. You are out of marriage.
Yeah.
You are no more longer married. Do you understand? Exactly. That's what happened. So this was an actual real divorce. Do you understand? But the chasing of the sister, that's what we do not know. Whether it was, I don't want to see you anymore. I don't want to hear from you. What we have done is so big, it's so bad. That's what we don't know. But at this, for me, I feel like she did not do much an attempt. I know she was motivated by anger and disappointment, and she just went for it.
She could not just states that she could not just stand their presence.
So now
she just wanted to get rid of them.
That's a point. That's a point. So let's assume that she's actually barren. Do you think this could be the husband did the right thing or justified thing or what? She's barren. Let's assume that.
No, it's not a justified reason.
It's not justified.
It's not just
breaking the
vows. Yes.
Because remember the vows, guys. You who are marrying who are married, we always say in ways and what?
In good
and in good.
bad.
Do you understand? So when there's no child, it's in ways.
It's in good. Yes,
Do you understand?
It's in ways.
Yes, because you are being troubled, you are being bothered and the things like that. But that is not a reason for you to go outside.
Yes.
Do you understand? Actually, I've seen this system at home also, somehow there. During long time ago when tradition was the governing principle of society, they used to have a system like that. When they see that there's no baby between two of us, you understand?
2-3 years.
Exactly. So they will try to organize my wife and they take him to my brother without me knowing. Yes, that's what they used to do. If it's a wife, or whosoever is whatsoever they will take that wife and they give to a brother of that's how they used to do it. Because that's the only way that they wanted Lily Kama to find out if who is not who is not giving birth, and all those kind of stuff. So if he get pregnant, they know that the guy is the one who is there. But in this time we cannot do it because we have machines, we have equipment, we have technology that can actually do that without committing adultery with another person's wife or another person's husband. Do you understand? So if people are not really really receiving a baby or there's no baby, you know, why should they not go to the hospital? Than
yes.
to take the other way route that will end up, you know, in this way you can also transmit a disease to another person.
Definitely.
What more if the young girl was infected?
Or you.
Exactly.
You're
Or if
infecting
you
a
are
young
infected, you
person
are
now.
exactly. That's the point. That's the point. So this is the real story.
Yeah.
This is a very troubling story
It is
in my
very troubling.
in my view.
It's just
I'm telling you, the young lady, you have done a mess here. This is a mess that you will not. This mess will not leave her.
It will haunt her.
As
for the
much
rest
as
of
she's
her
still
life.
alive, she will always in sin know that she has betrayed
Yes,
a
her own
sister,
sister.
who has actually, you know, brought her from home.
Who wanted the good
out
of her. Yes.
Exactly. This it's not a story of today and just go.
No.
This is big. But for the husband, maybe the husband he can move on.
If the husband can move on.
Because he's not a
definitely.
relative, so whatsoever, the husband he can move on. But the sister,
Imagine.
I think this other big sister must look at it. I don't know what. But they have to resolve their differences.
Yeah,
They have to resolve their differences somewhere and preserve the family.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time. I know she'll get through it.
Yeah, if this is something that has happened to you, please, and you happen to your sister being involved, make sure to it that whatever decision that you take, you have to preserve the family. It's your family member, it's still your family member. You have just to sort out your differences and make sure to it that you begin to move together.
But
Because
family members also, before they do something wrong, they must always remember that what I'm doing here, I'm destroying the family.
Yeah, exactly,
Family is very variable. It's very important. We need to make sure whatever that we do, we guard ourselves so that the family stays strong. This kind of things breaks the family into pieces.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Exactly. I believe that the young lady also, she's ashamed of what she's ashamed of what she has done, and I believe now even the elderly people at home, I don't think they are happy with her.
They are not happy.
You know, they really rebuked her. They really thought this was a mistake. Do you understand? But you know, sometimes we always end up in situations where we are always caught up in things that sometimes you reflect and say, how did I even go this wrong? Do you understand? These are some of the things that are happening in something like that. You know, really, my sister, just to, you know, go back to your question, was that a right thing to do, Uncle C? You know, in an emergency, in a short term, it was really a good thing to do because you really needed healing. You felt like if you do this, you will be healed and all those kind of stuff. I don't know how you feel now after it. I believe it happened a long time ago. I don't know how she feels now after these people have gone, if she's healed or she's still fine. But the fact that she wrote to us, I think is still something that is still troubling her. It's still troubling her and something like that. So, you know, in a short term, it was really a right thing to do. But in a long term, I might not see it as a solution to that. Do you understand? Because you know, you if she could have said with her husband and to talk about it, I think she could also help the husband. You know, even if the husband would say no for whatever that I've done, I think for me, I just want to go. You could have learned something from this woman. Do that no. You know, whatever I could have said, say, you know, you advise him and say, no, wherever you go, please don't do things like this. This is very, very dangerous. Do you understand? Wherever you would go, you would remember that, no, I made a mistake the other side, and I cannot do it now. And something like that. But if you just push a person like that, it's like you are just really, you know, angry with the person, but yet you approve what he has done or what he has done. Do you understand? That's why it's important to sit with the people who have angered you. Tell them the honest truth. That this is not right. Whatever reason was there, or give them a chance to explain themselves. After they've explained themselves, you explain to them also, this is not right, and they don't ever do things like this. Wherever you will go, nobody will appreciate this kind of nonsense. Do you understand? Yes. So it helps the person, the other side also. Even if he goes, they will always say, no, this was not the right thing and things like this. So in a short term, my sister, it was a good thing because you really needed help. But in a long term, I felt like it was not supposed to, you were supposed to have spoken to the person and try unless your husband was really willing to really to go. You know, if he insisted or he showed that he does not show the sign of remorse, he does not show a sign of regret, and they just feel like, no, I did what I did, I'm justified and things like that. In that way, you can say, no, then just go. Because I cannot stay, you know, share house with a psycho like you know, who cannot even see his own sin, who cannot see his own mistake, who is not repentant. You know, you understand? You cannot sit with a person like that. You know, you have to be around with a person who is kind, you know, soft-hearted. Who, when it's wrong, you have to confess.
You have to.
Yes. No, this is wrong.
Yeah, I did wrong.
This is wrong. But if you say with a cycle like this who cannot, or who cannot, no, there's no need to keep around that person. So we don't know what actually happened. Maybe she tempted to. But the husband felt like, no, why? You were not able to give me the child. So what is it that I would have done? That's not a way how to talk.
Because here she's saying that right away she filed a divorce.
Exactly. So I believe that before the right away, there must have been an argument there. No, why did you do this? You know, people, why did you do this? Why did you do this? No, I did this because you are not, you were being for 10 years. You are not giving me anything. Do you understand? So that's not a way how to resolve.
That is inappropriate actually. Exactly. So what we are looking for here is that when you find the other person in error or is at the wrong side, let's not rush into taking decisions. Let's sit with the person, or if you see, like here, the thing that I see, it was right for you to take these people out of your presence, since you even said you wished you were dead. So I can just imagine the pain that you went through, my sister. Yeah. So I appreciate what you did, that these people, you could not stand their presence. Even if it was me, I could not stand their presence. I just prefer, please, just leave. Yeah. It was just good for them to leave because you were not in the position of making the right decision. And then after they have left, later on, because I know, obviously, it's now plain, it's now known to everyone, every family members. Exactly. So that is when now, later, when you feel like now you can sit and talk. You know, that time of quarreling, you find the mistake and you are talking here and there. That is not a solution. That is not solving the problem. If you see you are not in the right state of mind, just let the person go until later. Then you sit, whether 2, 3 of you or the fourth person can be there. This is a case of they are family members actually. So you call the family members, you sit before you file a divorce. Call everyone, sit on the issue. Let's try to resolve the situation until, as my husband said, if you see that you are dealing with a psychopath who does not show sense of remorse, that is when you can say, okay, according to what I'm noticing or I'm realizing, I think it's just better if we part ways. Just go. Yeah. That's how I see the issue.
Yeah, I think we have tried to exhaust it. The leftovers, as I always say, is for you, our viewers. What is it that you thought or you think this woman was supposed to have done in this situation? She divorced the husband, that's what she thought was right to her. And also she told her sister, get away, the door is open. Yes. I cannot sit with a betrayer like this. Do you understand? Out. That's what she did. For her, it was right in that time. Do you understand? That is what she could do. But the question is here. Was that a right thing to do? According to you, not according to her. Do you understand? For us, as we have said here, in a short term, it was the right, because Lizzie woman, she really needed the healing. Do you understand? You cannot stay around with people hurting you, have hurt you so much, like that, because whenever you see them, the wound just opens. Do you understand? Exactly. So, despite the fact that this was done, we also said it that I think she needed time. Instead of filing a divorce, she was supposed to neither to leave the house herself and stay somewhere, or tell the husband, since the sister were the one who were wrong, to leave the house for a while. For a while, they must go somewhere until the situation is resolved. Do you understand? Something like that. That is our opinion. Do you understand? But what is your opinion? Yes. It matters if you comment on this subject. Yes. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button so that you must not miss any episode. Because the episode that comes after this, you will ask me. You will testify. I tell you. What do we have today? Where is our story coming from? People are anxious. They want to already hear.
The ears are already itching. Upon entering the house, only to find a man on top of my wife naked.
Yo! It's a no-go. This is your program, the program for the people. Subscribe, and hit the notification button so that you must not miss a single episode.
What should I do to convince my boyfriend that I am not cheating?
We will answer it. We will just it. Yes. Whatever comes on this desk is done. Your relationship will begin to move. Your relationship will begin to walk. Your relationship begin to live again.
His Uncle C and
the C. The big C.
was a big mental center.